Julius Caesar was born in the year 100 BC in the heart of ancient Rome. At that time, Rome was already powerful, but it was also dangerous. The Republic was filled with corruption, violence, and political ambition. Nobody knew that this child would one day change history forever. Welcome to Learn English with History. On this channel, you can improve your English while listening to amazing stories from history. Today, we will learn English through the story of Julius Caesar. Please listen carefully, read the captions on the screen, and enjoy the story. Now, let us begin our journey into history. Rome was not peaceful. Powerful politicians fought each other constantly. Rich nobles controlled the Senate, while ordinary people suffered in the streets. Every man wanted power, and many were willing to kill for it. Caesar was born into a noble Roman family. His family had an important name, but they were no longer truly powerful. Still, young Caesar dreamed of greatness from an early age. When Caesar was only 16 years old, tragedy struck. His father suddenly died. Now Caesar had to become the man of the family, while surviving the dangerous politics of Rome. At that time, Rome was ruled by a brutal dictator named Sulla. He crushed his enemies without mercy. Thousands of Romans were executed under his rule. Sulla ordered Caesar to divorce his wife, but Caesar refused. It was an incredibly dangerous decision, because refusing Sulla could mean death. Soon, Caesar became a hunted man. He escaped Rome in secret and hid in the mountains. Roman soldiers searched everywhere for him. After surviving Sulla's wrath, Caesar joined the Roman army. This was the beginning of his military career and the beginning of his rise to power. Years later, while traveling across the Mediterranean Sea, Caesar was captured by pirates. They demanded a ransom for his release. But Caesar did not act like a prisoner. He laughed at the pirates. He even insulted them and joked with them as if he were their leader. Caesar warned the pirates that after his release, he would return and punish them all. The pirates laughed at him. They thought he was joking. But Caesar kept his promise. After being released, he gathered soldiers, hunted down the pirates, and crucified every one of them. When Caesar returned to Rome, people began to notice him. He was intelligent, fearless, and extremely ambitious. Caesar quickly became famous for his speeches. When he spoke, crowds gathered to listen. He knew exactly how to win the hearts of the Roman people. To gain more power, Caesar formed a secret alliance with two powerful men, Pompey and Crassus. Together, they controlled Roman politics. In 59 BC, Caesar became consul, one of the highest positions in Rome. But he wanted more than politics. He wanted glory. Soon, Caesar marched north into Gaul, the land that is now modern France. This campaign would change his life forever. The Gallic Wars were brutal. Entire tribes fought against Rome. But Caesar was a brilliant commander, and his army was unstoppable. For nearly 10 years, Caesar conquered tribe after tribe. His victories made him richer, stronger, and more famous than ever before. Back in Rome, many senators became afraid. Caesar was becoming too powerful. Some believed he wanted total control of the Republic. Then came the moment that changed history forever. Caesar stood before a small river called the Rubicon. Crossing it with an army was illegal, but Caesar crossed it anyway. The Republic exploded into civil war. Caesar marched against Pompey and the forces of the Senate. One by one, Caesar defeated his enemies. Soon, he became the most powerful man in the Roman world. The Senate gave Caesar a new title, dictator for life. Now, many Romans feared that the Republic was dying. Secretly, a group of senators began planning Caesar's assassination. They believed they were saving Rome. On the Ides of March, Caesar entered the Senate. Suddenly, the senators surrounded him. Then the knives came out. Caesar fought back at first, but when he saw his friend Brutus among the attackers, he stopped resisting. Julius Caesar died in 44 BC, but his name became immortal. Even today, more than 2,000 years later, the world still remembers Caesar.